Are you certain? The father whispered, panic cracking his voice. She's the other one, the rejected one. The Duke didn't look away. His eyes were locked on the quiet girl standing at the edge of the ballroom. Hands folded, head bowed, like she already knew no one would choose her. That's exactly why, he said calmly. She's the one I want. Before this story unfolds, pause for a second. If you believe true worth is often hidden behind silence and scars, tap the like button now. It helps stories like this reach the people who need them most. 3 hours earlier, the manor was alive with candlelight and ambition. Lord Hawthorne paced the marble floor, rehearsing smiles, smoothing his velvet sleeves. Tonight mattered. The Duke of Ravenshire, young, wealthy, and newly titled, had come to choose a bride. Not for love, everyone knew, for alliance, for legacy. And Lord Hawthorne had exactly what the Duke wanted. Remember, Eliza, he said sharply, adjusting his eldest daughter's necklace. Smile. Speak only when spoken to. You are the jewel. Eliza smiled easily. She was everything society admired. Golden-haired, graceful, praised since childhood. People leaned toward her without thinking. Behind the door, a second daughter waited. You may come down later, Mara, her stepmother said without meeting her eyes. Stand quietly. Don't embarrass us. Mara nodded. She always did. She wore a plain blue dress, neatly mended, slightly faded. A small scar curved along her cheek, a reminder of a childhood accident no one liked to mention. She wasn't ugly, but she wasn't presented, and so she learned to disappear. When the Duke arrived, conversation bloomed like a carefully arranged garden. Eliza laughed at the right moments. Guests whispered approval. A perfect match, someone murmured. The Duke listened politely, asked questions, observed. Then, unexpectedly, his gaze drifted, past the chandeliers, past the performers, to the girl by the column. She wasn't watching him. She was watching the servant struggle with a heavy tray, her body leaning forward as if ready to help, even though she knew she shouldn't. That small instinct, unnoticed by everyone else, caught him. Who is she? The Duke asked. Lord Hawthorne stiffened. Oh, that is my younger daughter. She's shy. Bring her here, the Duke said. Mara froze when her name was called. As she approached, whispers followed. Why her? She's nothing special. Poor thing. She doesn't belong here. What do you enjoy, Mara? The Duke asked gently. She hesitated. Reading, sir, and helping in the village school when they allow me. When they allow you? She smiled politely. They prefer someone else, but the children don't mind. Something shifted in the Duke's expression. Later, when music swelled and the moment of choice arrived, Lord Hawthorne leaned close, voice urgent. Take the pretty one, he whispered. Eliza will bring you admiration, influence. The Duke looked at Eliza. Then at Mara, standing alone again, already preparing herself for disappointment. And that's when he said it. I choose Mara. Silence slammed the room. Eliza's smile shattered. The stepmother gasped. Lord Hawthorne went pale. You're making a mistake, the father hissed. No, the Duke replied. I'm correcting one. That night Mara wept, not from joy but fear. Why me? She asked him quietly later. Everyone else sees what I lack. He answered simply. I saw what you gave without being asked. But the story didn't end there. After the marriage, the truth surfaced. The Duke discovered letters, hidden records showing Mara's inheritance had been quietly siphoned away for years. Her father had invested everything into Eliza's future and left Mara with nothing. When confronted, Lord Hawthorne defended himself. She was never meant for greatness, he said coldly. I did what was practical. The Duke's response was swift. Titles revoked. Funds reclaimed. The village school received an endowment in Mara's name. Eliza, once admired, struggled to stand without privilege. And for the first time, she looked at her sister without an audience protecting her. I didn't know, Eliza whispered one evening. Mara answered softly. I did. I always did. Years later, people spoke of the Duchess of Ravensshire not for her beauty, but for her kindness, her reforms, her quiet strength, and they spoke of the Duke's choice as foolish, until they saw what it built. Because the rejected sister became the one who changed everything. So here's the question I'll leave you with. How many people do we overlook? simply because someone else told us who was worth choosing? If this story moved you, subscribe for more powerful true-to-life stories that reveal hidden strength and unexpected justice. New stories every week. Until next time, look twice. The quiet ones often carry the greatest light.